So this simple move is something that I've learned a long time ago, but I never really use it on social because I found that I couldn't lead it properly and consistently in social. So if I can't do it on social, I put it aside for now, and until I learn the trick that can help me lead this consistently, then I'll use it. And because I've learned Zouk and there's a lot of moves that look like this, I now understand what's missing. And for the leaders, it's very important and this type of move to be very clear, and because this could suggest a few different moves, but you have to make it clear that this is what you're trying to do. And for the followers, it's very important that you wait until the very last second to determine what's going to happen instead of guessing what might happen. And so let's break this down so I can explain it better. So as usual for the leads, it's very important that you do the prep correctly. 2, 3, 4. Here, they are both facing that way. Now the most common mistake and the reason I created this channel is so that this move can be led softly and gently. A lot of people make the mistake of leading this purely with their hands, like doing this to the followers, and that will feel uncomfortable. And the reason that this move can happen is because his frame is moved. So he moved his frame and his arms moves as a consequence. It kind of follows through the energy and then into her arms and then into her frame. So the most important thing is that on 4 you open up. So you use your frame to open up, your arms comes with you, and now we're going to lead sort of like a head tilt. And the most important thing at this point, imagine that this is like a classroom and she's trying to ask a question by raising her hands. If she wants to raise her hands, it will be like this. It will be weird if someone asks a question raising their hands in front of her, in front of them, or behind. It's weird. So the key is to raise this hand on the same line as her body. And if it's risen enough, then you will start to lead the head tilt. It's not with your body. This is enough with the hands. And I will go over this in more detail in the follower section. But once you get into that position, once you're tilted, then you can lead a turn. Because as you can see, the turn is with her head tilted. So you need to complete the tilt and then lead the turn. And it's just a normal basic footwork. Now let's go over the followers, 2, 3, 4. So as I've mentioned with the gentleman, it's about the frame. So there are a few cues that you can read from this. Number 1, if your frame is engaged, you will feel that he's moving you towards your right, so you're facing your right. Your body is facing your right, but your head is still looking at your leader. And if you just look when he opens up to look to that side, that should also be a clue that you should open that side. And then you're going to lead this tilted this tilted head movement. And what happens is, because this isn't a classroom where you ask questions, this is dancing. When your hand is risen, your frame is going to come with you because you're dancing, your frame is engaged. So it's not just this, it's at this point your frame wants to go, and you relax your neck so that your head falls naturally. And when you're doing the turn, you're keeping your head tilted. But what happens a lot, especially in Zouk, there's a lot of questions to Zouk teachers like, how do I not feel dizzy? When I do it, because I don't do a lot of this, I get dizzy. So it's something that comes with experience. The dizziness will sort of dissipate. But what helps is, if you can see, she is looking at him the entire time when she is turning. If you can see, she's looking at him so that there's one point of concentration, because that will help your head focus, and then it will be less dizzy for you. and then it's just a basic. Your footwork is pretty much just the basic. So that's it. It's a very simple move. I prefer doing this types of move that you can play with musicality, just short and sweet, compared to long movements that doesn't match the music. So we'll be coming up with way more videos like this, and also tutorial videos will be back. And help out this channel by liking, subscribing, and doing all that stuff. And I will see you in the next video.